ahead and use things. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Gesundheit.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
Hey guys, welcome to my next review. This is the Blokees Transformers 1 Classic Class B-127, or also known as Bumblebee or Badassatron. So let's I picked this up from my local comic book shop, and after doing the Classic Class Megatron, I'm really wanting to get into all these Classic Class Blokees, just because the style change. You can definitely tell that they've changed up a little bit when it comes to these Transformers 1, these later Classic Class figures compared to the previous ones. So first things first, let's take a look at the box. So here is the front artwork, and it has that nice glossy foil look to it. And then, like all these Classic Class, you do not need paint, glue, or nippers. Nippers help, but you don't need them. And here's the side artwork, this battle mask. Here's the other side showing all the different accessories. He's got an extra pair. He's got 2 pairs of hands, his blades, his cannon, and his battle mask head. Top of the box is more artwork. The bottom is all the legal BS and the barcode. What was there? Oh, it says Champion Figure Champion Series. So this is their Champion Series. I wonder if that'll have anything to do with the other lines that they start doing. So here's a little bit of a bio, and then here's kind of a preview of his base and all the sprues. So let's get the box out of the way. Actually, let's put the box in the back, get the table out of the way, turntable out of the way. And then here is, let's lower the camera a little bit. And here is Bumblebee. So as you can tell, I mean, these Classic Class, these Transformers 1 are a little bit different compared to the other like Galaxy stuff. The Galaxy stuff is kind of like their flagship, whereas the classic class are they're a little bit more involved. Let's get a close-up of that head sculpt and the face. So he's got a nice little looking smiling face. And then here's the detail on the figure. Really good detail work. And then, like all the other ones, there is a light up feature, that flick technology. Here, let's shut the light off. And you can kind of see, you can see his belly and you can take his chest panel off, and then you can see his transformation cog. The light up feature works for his secondary head as well. Pop this one off and put his other helmet on, and then you can kind of see how that lights up. So let's go over articulation. Head is on a ball joint. It's pretty much all like all Blokees. You can go side to side a little bit, down, back, not much down. Let's see if his regular head gets any additional movement. No, it's the same. His shoulders are on a ball joint as well. You lift that panel up and you can get more range on his shoulders, but they can only go up to that high. There's 90 degree at the elbow, forearm swivel, and is there a bicep swivel? And there's a bicep swivel. So you got 2 swivel points on his arm. You can get a little bit of butterfly. I mean, like I said, it's a ball. Yeah, did I not have that tabbed in all the way? It doesn't matter really what class you have. A lot of times those shoulder pieces fall off. So the wrist is at a ball joint. Plus there's like a cut in there, so that way you can bend it in like that. It's kind of nice. You do the same thing with if you have the palm. So that's what he has. 2 sets of fists like this, and then 2 open hands like that. Next he has a waist swivel, and then the legs are at a ball, so they can go all the way up to there, all the way forward, all the way back. That's about it you get for the hips. And then there is a knee rotation above the knee. The knees can go all the way to there, past 90. And what's really nice how this is designed, you don't get that cutaway. It goes all the way back. It doesn't break the mold. The ankle, you get a rocker, just a rocker out like that, nothing really in. The foot can tilt down and it can tilt all the way up like that. Really good movement on the foot. So that is all for articulation. So let's go over the feature. So we already showed up the light up feature, and then he has 2 pair, like, you know, the 2 pair of hands. One of the other things you can do is you can pop off his, there, let's do the other arm. So you can pop off his, you can pop this panel off, and then that exposes a tab. And is what you can do, you can take one of his blades. So he comes with 2 blades, and you can put the blade on one hand, and then you can put this back on, put this panel back on, and there he has his wrist blades. Get a good look at that. So let's put the battle mask on him. Hit with the battle mask. So, and then he also comes with a blaster. So is what you do with that, you take his arm off from where the forearm plugs in, and you plug that in to that spot. Maybe. There we go. Pops in. And there's his blaster cannon. Let's see, is there any other accessories, additional accessories? So yeah, there's 2 blades, so you can put a blade in each hand. That's how it looks. And then he also came with an Elite 1 alt mode accessory. Not sure why they're doing that, but it's kind of cool. And it rolls. I think it's Starscream that comes with a vehicle Megatron. Oh, and the last thing he comes with is he has these 2 stand pieces. One thing I like about these, they have a little bit more more details in them than the first Action Class. And then he also comes with these 2 like diode pieces, like from Cybertron or whatever, and you can plug those in on the holes. And then so his feet are kind of weird, so basically this whole middle section right here plugs into this post. It feels weird, but it if you get it in the right spot, it'll stay. He'll stay. Maybe. Now that it's on camera, it doesn't want to do it. But there we go. There, he's pegged in. So yeah, that is the Classic Class Bumblebee. Oh, one other thing I forgot to show. So when you're unboxing, he does have instructions. These are basically just showing you how to replace the batteries if the batteries die in his chest piece. And then here's his build instructions. Pretty simple, almost like all the other Classic Class. But he, like I said, he's a little bit more involved than a regular like Galaxy Class Blockee. But, so yeah, that's all for that. All right, so let's do some size comparisons. So let's go with the first one. This is the Rise of the Beast Classic Class Optimus Primal. And as you can see, so B's a smaller of the Transformers 1 Classic Class, but he's got a bit of a height difference with him and Primal. Here is the Galaxy Class Megatron. And so, I mean, that Primal is really close to the size of the Galaxy Class. This is the Megatron from the Wave 1 box. And then here is the one that I did last week. This is the Classic Class Megatron from Transformers 1. And yeah, I'm really digging these Classic Class. They look really nice. So let's go to my final thoughts. All right, so let's move on to my final thoughts of the Blokees Transformers 1 Classic Class B-127. Just like the Megatron, these Transformer 1 Classic Class kits, figures, model kits, whatever you want to classify them, they are, I'm enjoying every single bit of putting these together. They feel like Blokees, but they don't at the same time. Like the previous Classic Class were very similar to the Galaxy Class. There was a little bit difference, you know, more parts, but these kind of have a more, it seems like further down the line they felt like they've gotten more premium in quality and just in build. So highly recommend. If you haven't watched Transformers 1, check it out. It's the marketing didn't give this movie justice. And just knowing that there's really good figures out there for Transformers 1, I'm planning on picking more of them up. Articulation's good, build's good. Couldn't really think of any really negatives. I mean, I would like more articulation. That's probably the biggest fault for these, because it's still a lot of it's ball joints. So there's a little bit of limitations there, but other than that, I mean, it's a solid figure. So if you could look me up, like and subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment. Also look me up on the other social medias. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, X. I have my own Facebook page. It's all at Talib1980_collects. Also check me out on the Figure Fight Club channel for Decepticast on every Mondays. That's our Transformer focus show. That is Mondays at 10:15 Eastern. Also, we do a Tuesday open mic night where anybody can join, and then Fridays usually our main interview show where we bring in developers or other YouTubers and just do an interview. So yeah, just check me out on all those. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Have a good evening, have a good morning. Whenever you're watching this, take care and peace.